What's up, guys? This is Tony Tone, the Chess Salcedo. And guys, today I'm going to do my very first game review. What I do is basically I go into my little account, either on chess.com or leechess.org, my two favorite, and I just go over my games. Whether I won or lost, doesn't matter. It's good to go over your games. Very, very important. And I like to do this because it'll give you a better understanding as to the flow of a game, what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong, if you violated any chess principles, what you could have done better. You really learn from your games by going over them after the game is over, whether you won or lost. It doesn't matter. And I can't stress this enough. Just like in life, you learn a lot more from losing and failing than you do from winning. If you keep winning all the time, that's great, but then what happens when you lose? You got to understand your losses, how to fix mistakes, and make things better for the future. So what I did was I literally just randomly chose one of my games here. And this specific game, I'm going to go over a second one, but this first one is basically, I didn't even know it was an 11-move mate. I won as white. And when I went over it just one time, right before I got on this video, I was like, wow, I want to showcase this video, not because I won. It's not about, I won. And I lose all the time, but I lose to people way better than me because you get better when you play people better than you, higher rated. You don't when you pay people that you're better than. But my point is, it's not to show and brag that I won. I could care less about that. It's to show you what happens when you don't have a foundational understanding of chess, of how to open a game, which I just did a video about, and chess principles. If you don't adhere to the chess principles, if you violate them constantly, you just want to do what the hell you want to do, someone else like me is going to make you pay for it. You're going to be punished, okay? And let's go through it, and I'm going to show you why it was only a measly 11 moves till I checkmated this guy. Now, this guy or girl, Rosario, is 1500, and I happen to be 1681. Now, I didn't choose Rosario. When you go into a game and you choose a bullet game, a blitz game, a rapid game, whatever, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 3 minutes, a bullet, 1, 2 minutes, you are randomly paired with whoever in the world. Right? I don't know where Rosario resides. She could be in Egypt, or it could be Japan, or right down the street in Florida or New York, wherever. The point is, you don't know what you're getting, and they don't know what they're getting. You don't know their strength, and they don't know your strength. I've had people who are much lower rated than me that actually beat me, and I'm like, wow, their rating really does not show how strong they really are. Then I've had people that I've beat that are higher rated than me, and they must have thought, man, this guy is just, there's no way he's a 15 or 14 or 1600. He's more like an 18 or 1900. It just depends on who you play. But let me show you this example here. This is very instructive, very important for the beginners out there to understand how important chess principles are in the game of chess. And if you violate them, you are screwed, okay? Go, please, to my YouTube channel, chess.salcedo27, and please check out the video I did. It's a 34-minute video. Very, very, very important, very insightful, very instructive on why, how to open a game and why violating chess principles is detrimental to your chess education and your chess journey. And I'm going to show you here why. So I'm white. I'm going to start off here. Boom. I go to e4. Why did I do this? Because I always told you that my top 3 chess opening principles are: control the middle, the center of the board, very important. Develop your pieces, absolutely crucial. And castle your king, because king safety in chess, to me, is number one. If you don't protect your king, you're doomed to get checkmated. Those are the top 3. There are other principles, but you must try to achieve those 3 in every game you play, with rare exceptions. Okay, an exception is you have to have a great, incredible reason why you're going to violate a basic chess rule or principle. But anyway, so what does this do? Look, I control the middle already. I have all this central control. This is all mine. And spatial control is massive, one of the greatest advantages in chess. So what does Rosario do? Excuse me. Okay, I will say she brings the pawn here. It's an okay move. It's a passive move. It's not bad. But this is more aggressive, and I'm already staking my claim in the middle of the board. I want this, period. Boom. What do? Look at this. I control, I control, I control, I control. Boom, 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 boom. On top of the 2 where I'm sitting, the 2 squares. This is all mine. I'm already establishing I want this control, and you're going to have to fight for it. If not, I'm going to run you over. What am I doing by saying and doing all this? I am adhering to opening chess principles. Rosario, depending on what they do next, will show me if she understands chess principles and how to open a game. Okay, this is a bad move. Let me tell you why. She might be thinking, okay, a flank pawn, which is usually these 3 files right here on the side, not the middle, is attacking a center pawn. And gaining a center pawn is great. Attacking a center pawn is great. Removing and capturing a center pawn is great because you want to establish control of the center over your opponent. So you're fighting for control of the middle. So important. And again, go look at my video on chess principles and how to open a game. I break everything down and why. So I'm thinking, okay, well, I'm just going to continue with my normal development. And so I develop my knight. Very important. Development is absolutely crucial. It's something that's, listen, there's so many principles, and there are usually exceptions to almost all principles, just like in life. But this one, development there's no exception. You must develop your pieces, get it out into the field of play, or you are just damned and screwed from the beginning, and you're doomed to lose. So you got to get those pieces off your home squares, and I'm talking about big pieces. I ain't talking about the pawns. When we talk about development in chess, we're talking about all the back rank pieces. Right now, she has 2 pawns out, and I do too, but I have a knight out, so I have a lead in development. So I'm thinking she's going to take my pawn here, but no. Takes another flank pawn, excuse me, and attacks me on this side, and I'm thinking, okay, well, then maybe she wants to take my other pawn out in the middle. So I don't allow it, and I push my pawn forward, staking more space and claim in the enemy position. Because every time you move pawns up, you're gaining more space. And I keep telling everybody, to me, top 3 advantages, there are many, is spatial control. What this does is great. I close the position. I don't allow him to bring his knight out. He's hemmed in. He can't move here where he would have influence over the middle, which is what I don't want, because I want control of the middle. So now, if he moves his knight, or she moves the knight, she's forced to go to the rim, and the knight on the rim is grim. It's not good. It has no influence over the middle. So let's see what she does. Plus, it takes away this bishop from developing right here. Boom. Oh, my God. Okay, this is a massive, massive, massive issue. And let me tell you why. There are 3 ways to make a mistake in chess. One is an inaccuracy, which is not good. It's not horrible, but it's just a small inaccuracy. Then there's a mistake, which is bad. You don't want to make a big mistake or a mistake. Then there's a blunder, which is horrible. It usually ends the game. She violated one of the biggest principles in chess, and that is bringing your king out too early, especially, and not castling it when you have none of your pieces developed. So essentially what you're doing is the king is marching up into the battlefield alone without any support from his pieces, just on its own, just, I don't know why, just for the hell of it. And so she's really, the king's safety just went out the window, basically. So I'm going to go, look at this, I'm going to continue my development. I have 2 pieces to 0. All her pieces are sitting at home, chilling, watching Netflix. I don't know what the hell they're doing, but they're not in the field of play. Imagine a football game, and the New York Giants got all their players on the field: the running back, the linebackers, the receivers, the tight end, the quarterback, and you got like maybe the quarterback, and everyone is just sitting on the bench. Who do you think is going to win that game? That's the same analogy here. You got to get your pieces out into the field of play, into the battlefield. That's what development means, and that is just. It is just crucial that you do that. So, wow, okay. Again, she doesn't develop. All these are telling me, we're just, 5 moves in? After the second, third move, I already know that this person that I'm playing doesn't understand chess, doesn't know chess principles, doesn't understand how to open a game. and I'm going to exploit and punish this player because they don't know what the hell they're doing. Now, I didn't know this going in because you're auto paired with somebody when you just choose, a blitz format or a bullet format. So I already know I'm playing with a novice, somebody who doesn't understand a lot of things. They move this pawn here. Why? I don't get why. Maybe to bring the rook out, but it's ill-advised. It's a blunder. All right, so look at this. I mean, this is just ugly. I develop my piece. That's 1, 2, 3 pieces developed. 0 pieces developed. I'm already in the enemy camp. Look at this. She got holes like a Swiss cheese. There are holes everywhere in this position. So I don't even know why I continue playing this game because I'm really playing somebody much less rated than what it says here, 1,500. It's probably like a 600, 700. But again, I don't know that going in. So what does she do? Another chess violation of principles right here. One of the biggest principles in chess is never bring your queen out early. Why? Because it's susceptible to attack. And plus, you can bring the queen out if you have other pieces developed and there's a specific reason to do so. In this, there's no reason for her to bring out this queen. It bites on this pawn, its own pawn. It can't take this. It can't take this. There's nothing to do on this side when all the action is happening over here. And she's leaving. She's leaving the defense of her king from her post right here. So this is another blunder. Again, a classic violation of chess principles. Guys, if you are listening to this video, if you are a beginner, a novice, you just started, you just been into the game a couple months, a few years, I cannot stress enough how you need to adhere to, respect the rules and the principles of chess, especially in the opening, because somebody like me or someone else is going to exploit what you don't know. Excuse me. Let's see what's next. All right, I continue my development. I am so massively ahead in time and development. It's beyond ridiculous. And I'm about to castle and safeguard my king. Meanwhile, she has an exposed king. I want you to understand this, guys, also, and gals. When you move your king, you forfeit the right to castle. Let me state that again emphatically. If you've moved your king one time in an entire chess game, you can no longer castle ever. You forfeit the right. So now that king is stuck like Chuck in a rut, heading off of its home square. It's the only piece that should not have been developed, which is weird to say, right? Because I'm always talking about development. But you develop every piece and the king, but not like this. This is just a massive blunder. Wow. So let's continue forward, see what she does. Boom. All right, this pawn move here, maybe she thought she's bringing out the bishop here, which is actually a good thing. So you can develop something finally other than the queen that should not be developed. But she's giving me a free pawn. Never give away anything without compensation. I want to state that emphatically again in any phase of the game. Never give something away for free. Nothing. Any piece of any kind for free. You must get some sort of compensation back or it wasn't worth it. You're just losing material or any other type of advantage. So I'm like, okay, I got a free pawn. Why not take the damn thing? I took it. I didn't have to. I could have. This was my little inaccuracy. I should have castled here, but a pawn is a pawn and it's free. Why not? If I go into Walmart, they let me walk out with a free microwave. I'm taking the microwave, right? I'm not trying to steal it, but it was like, yeah, go ahead and take it. Okay, then I'm taking it. Thank you. I don't have to pay, $100 for this damn microwave. Anyway, so you get the point. Oh, my God. This is just blunder after blunder after blunder. She's heading into a discovered attack with the bishop. You're not developing your pieces. If anything, she should have gone back home to where she came from. But why? This is just telling me I'm playing a novice, a person who doesn't understand a damn thing about the game of chess other than, I like to move pieces and, just have fun. But I stated this in other videos. I used to be that way, and then I'm like, damn, how much fun is it to constantly lose over and over and over and over and over without knowing what the hell you're doing? It ain't fun when you lose 1 trillion times in a row to whoever, let alone the same person. You need to know what you're doing, understand what you're doing, and why. And chess is the biggest thing because chess is complex, it's complicated, it's confusing sometimes. It ain't that easy. This is why a lot of people quit because they want immediate gratification. They want to learn it quick and be great next week. That ain't chess. Chess is a marathon, not a sprint. Checkers is easy. No offense to checkers, but it ain't chess. They might use the same chessboard, but that's literally the only similarity. Other than that, you cannot compare the two. It's almost an insult to compare checkers to chess. Chess is deep, and you must have an understanding of the deep insight and strategies and tactics of what you're doing, a foundational knowledge and basics and principles to understand and become better at this game. So anyway, this is a massive, massive blunder. What do I do here? I'm like, hey, you gave me the opportunity. Now I gain more space. I attack this pawn. I own this square. You can't even go here anymore. I'm attacking the bishop on a discovered attack, which is a known tactic. And I'm going to do another video on just tactics. This is beyond horrible for Rosario. This is really, really bad. Let's see what happens next. All right, she moves back. I mean, she can't go here because I control that. Remember, spatial control is massive. A massive advantage in the game of chess. She can't stay here. She can't go here because I control all these light squares. She can't go here because I control that square with the pawn. She had no choice but to move back. And what do? I push forward. I hem in the bishop. No one's developed but a queen who shouldn't be developed. And now you're under attack again. Where are you going to go? In this horrible position, she has no good options, like zero. None. So you have all bad options. You have to choose the least bad option of like 5 options or whatever, because she doesn't understand principles. So she ended up in this situation because of a lack of understanding of the basics and the principles of chess. So I think in this position I would go back. So maybe I can escape over here because I can't go here. Get this out, develop. So maybe I can move over here. But let's see what she does. Wow, this is probably the worst blunder of all. She didn't go back. She's heading back into the fray, back into the line of fire. This is beyond horrible. And really, this is mate in one because I control this, and she's hemmed in here. She's blocked in a confined space. This is called a mating net, where you take away all the good squares, all the escape squares where the opposing king can move to get out of trouble. She just walked into a one-move mate with my bishop. Bam. Right here. This is disgusting. Why is this disgusting? Because all her pieces, she should fire her whole team because none of them helped her. Not one. The queen is over here in, I don't know, in Japan somewhere doing what? Nothing. Zero. You have no help. You have a closed position. You have no spaces to escape and go anywhere. I mean, this is horrible. And I literally just randomly picked this game from, I don't know when I played this, 100 years ago. But again, this ain't to make fun of my player. This is to, I didn't even have to castle to checkmate the king, by the way. I didn't even have to do that. But here's my point. Excuse me. All of this could have gone much better for Rosario had she understood chess principles and how to open a game, right? It wouldn't have ended like this, so horrible and disgusting and humiliating and embarrassing. And it would not have ended this soon at all. She now learned in this game, whoever this person is, whenever we played, wherever she is in the world, that you need to learn about this game before you just go out there randomly and just play a game for the hell of it, for the fun of it, because you're playing with serious chess players out there who are trying to destroy you. All right, this is really, really bad. And the reason this is bad, on top of everything else I didn't name, because of all my pieces being developed, it allowed me to checkmate her this early in the game. I mean, I control all these squares. Look at this. This is just, I control the middle. I mean, everything is under my control. I don't know what is not under my control. Look at this. Guys, if you're a beginner, if you're learning, this is awesome. This is a very instructive video. I want you to take this and learn from this and do not do this. I have friends and coworkers and people that I know that I've played that are so stubborn, and I try to teach them and tell them, I'm just being honest and blunt here, that you got to adhere to chess principles, because if you don't, you're going to get punished for it. There's a guy that I play that will remain nameless that, I mean, I've beaten him 7 million times, and he doesn't understand why. And I'm trying to tell them, learn why. If you just play to play and you just want to have fun, okay, fine. But guess what? You're going to lose a shitload of games. I mean, it's going to be horrible. It's going to be painful. And at some point, you got to say to yourself, damn, man, I would like to win one game against anybody, anytime, anywhere. I'd like to actually checkmate somebody. That's fun. It's a competitive game, a sport. It really is. You need to learn how to play. You can't just move for the sake of moving. You can't just play for the sake of playing. You want to have fun? Fine. But, man, if you have a passion, if you love it, if you're a competitive person, it ain't fun to lose constantly. It takes a hit on your ego. It takes a toll on it and on your emotions. And, you got to figure out why. So, anyway, guys, this is my first game review. I just wanted to show this as an example of things what not to do for those beginners and novice listening to this video. Guys, girls, please learn chess principles. You will avoid this disaster here. You'll avoid a lot of pain and heartache and all that. And just learn this stuff, guys. Anyway, I hope you like my content, guys. Please follow my YouTube channel and subscribe if you can. I'm chess.salcedo27 on YouTube. You can also find me on Instagram under chess_salcedo. And guys, learn. And the more you learn, the more knowledge you consume, the more you understand at a deeper level, the better you will get. It is so important to study this game more than play it. I literally play this game maybe 15-20% of my time in my life, and I study it 80%. Even now, after decades of studying and learning and playing, I study because when I sit down at the chessboard, I want to know way more than my opponent does. Because who the hell wants to lose constantly? So take heed, guys. Thank you for watching my video. This is Tony Tone. I am out. Peace.